Hi, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio for this? Thank you. Hello, everybody. This is Marilyn, and it's time for Welcome to My World, the noon edition. This is the 23rd of March, which is a Wednesday of the week before Easter. So, if you're not on spring break or off on a holiday, and happen to be trading today, the room has been fairly full. I'm surprised. We got plenty of diehards here that, in case you are new to us and you didn't suffer through last summer with, especially August, with all of us, this is a little bit. Today has been a little bit more like the whole entire month of August, with a couple of exceptions. But this choppiness and not going anywhere and not a lot of volume and what have you that's pretty typical. So, um, we have had a lot of movement in some of these markets. Just some of it hasn't been quite as easily traded, but the indices sold off, and the big leader on that was TF. It's the small cap, and typically it will lead the charge, especially going down, because of the underlying basket of stocks that's in that are all small caps. Bonds chopped around. It took a long, long time to develop this morning, but boy, when they went, they really put up a nice trend. I am finding that I really like the alchemy confirm to use for a confirmation and to monitor the trend. I find it's easier for me anyway to get a precision entry off of the C's or the whatever it is you use. I like the diagnostic ones best. But in spite of having almost, well, spotty volume, I guess bonds have had, but they did put up a nice move. Gold went way down, and then it's on its way back up. It's all turned to green apexes. The dollar has been in kind of a steady move up, and I think somebody said they were trading the 6E earlier this morning and had a nice trade. If you notice, we did have crude oil inventory this morning. The build was higher than expected, and it sent the price down. The Canadian dollar went right with it. Just the Canadian dollar trades pretty much with crude oil, and it's not quite as volatile. But when it gets in a nice trend, some of you I know trade the Forex pairs, and just FYI, tomorrow morning, well, it's not really the morning there, it's tomorrow there today, but the Australian banks will be closed all day tomorrow. It's a banking holiday. And when you see those banking holidays like that, it tends to flatten out the currency that corresponds to that. So we've got the VIX kind of hanging around below 15. Yesterday it got down as low as 13.79, which is kind of amazing. But this business of these selling off, I know I've mentioned this before, but it does pay to, if you have never done this before, I would strongly urge you to get a bit more interested in the international news and what's going on. The U.S. indices and the U.S. dollar are traded around the world, and the commodities certainly are gold and crude oil. And this fiasco in Europe yesterday afternoon, um, that's the kind of thing that markets do not like. They do not like any kind of scary thing. Just think of scary things, and the market will respond. What's happening is the money is coming out of these stocks because the holder the holders are going to cash. They're going to the dollar. So that's typical. We see this today. It's kind of a response of this fiasco in Brussels. There's a lot of money is moving out of the stock market and into the dollar for safety. I mean, at least they think it's safe. So anyway, um, that will if you can kind of start to pay attention to those kinds of things, they are related to the market, and it will give you a little bit of an expectation of what might happen. Keep in mind, you have to trade what's in front of you. Don't make up your mind. We had somebody a while back that came in every morning and they had a trading plan and their mind was already made up. Didn't matter what the chart said. They were going to go one direction on whatever it was. And I'm sitting there looking at that and thinking, why in the world would you want to do that? But, that's just me. That's why this is my view. Anyway, don't get a preconceived idea, but do be alert to what's happening so you don't get you don't you don't get surprised by it. That's I guess that's the takeaway. Tomorrow morning we are going to have the claimed unemployment. I always love that one. The core durable goods and durable goods will be out at 8:30. All three of those will be out at 8:30. And 10:30 is the nat gas storage. If anybody is trading on the Nadex and using those uh, products in natural gas, tomorrow is the inventory report for those. So at 8:30, I would be a little bit cautious about jumping into a trade right at 8:30 until you see what those economic numbers come out to be. And, oh yes, one other thing I wanted to tell you. I feel like I just suddenly discovered something, or it suddenly clicked. I was talking to somebody yesterday about marking charts. And I know Lori is just on a mission about marking charts and marking charts. And I cannot tell you how much people ask me, how did you figure out how to trade crude oil with this silly chart? It's because I marked it up. I marked it and marked it and marked it every single day. I mean, I marked it forever. And then it dawned on me what you're doing. But a lot of people think that's kind of silly. I mean, I didn't take this trade or that trade or the next one, so why do I need to sit here and mark this chart up? That's not the point. The point is you are training your brain and your eye to recognize things. And then what dawned on me was, while you're doing that, you're also training yourself to focus on those trades to the point where you begin to filter out everything else. You don't even see it. And that's when you can really get some focus and not be forever, oh, I hope this is right, and oh my goodness, and no. Once that kind of clicks in your mind, you know exactly what you're looking for. The rest of it, you don't even see it. It's kind of like driving. I think if you get on the road where you're going, you don't notice every little mark on road and every little bump and every tree you pass, it's that gets filtered out to get you where you want to go. And so I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to mark charts. And if you have any questions about marking them, just post them in the room. Somebody will be glad to help you with them. So there's two marking tools. One, you can use all this stuff over here on the side, on the left margin, because all the charts at Apex are defaulted to have this real readily handy over here. And if you use Jing, then it's got marking tools on it too. So by all means, use that, because I keep talking about how this is a business. You have to treat it like a business. And in this business, you have every job, every single job. You're the accountant, and you're the janitor, and you're the CEO, and you're the president, and all this stuff. And oh, by the way, you're the trader too. So a lot of these jobs you may be more familiar with from your past life, but you have to train yourself for some of these other jobs. And one of the jobs you have is to pick good trades and be able to consistently trade those trades. So marking charts helps you train yourself. I guess that's the best description. I can't tell you how valuable that is. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox now. And we've had the volume seems to be going out of some of this stuff right now, and I'm not sure going into the close if this is going to turn around or not, because this week a lot of the big boy type traders with the mega funds are on vacation. So it does bring the volume down a little bit. So anyway, this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow about noon. Thanks.